everyone, Leather-Chain Scala here, but please do just call me Stairs. I just wanted to pop in and let you know that this first did air on Twitch on this date, and I'll have a link down in the description below to my Twitch if you want to see the action live as it happens. But enough talking, let's get into today's video.
Because also, if you guys want me to go back and fight the Dregger, I will. But that's up to you guys. I don't want to bore you guys if that's not something that you're into, you know? Especially given that so far most of my playing has been me not doing a lot of action. Am I just sitting for... I'm just sitting. I don't even lead. Okay. Thanks, Dag. That's fair.
Sigurd, what's our course?
Am I driving?
We set sail for them. Ragi, sing a song to lift our hood. To rouse the gods! Inspire a mighty fart.
Okay, I am not controlling this. Okay, cool.
An ocean lies before us, Eivor, and on its far side, a new kingdom awaits.
You know England well from your travels.
I spent a season in their kingdom of Mercia, a temperate land, lush and wild.
I'm gonna go for the panoramic.
The sons of Ragnar will have claimed its heart.
Do we mean to join their army?
They will
Might as well appreciate the view. Keep playing the story. If you're more comfortable with the controller for fights, come back to it later. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Glory and destiny.
To England!
To England!
England!
For Valhalla!
I also root for the Valhalla. And just think, we just after, what? I streamed for an hour on the first day, 2 hours on the second day, and so far we are 1 hour into the stream. Ooh. Oh, that's our girl in the Animus. So yeah, we've been playing for what, 5 hours, and we just now got to the title card for the game. You know, just a thought. Oh, I hate when you can feel your blood pulsing in your ears like that. Yeah, honey mood. Maybe take some magnesium. Like that'll... No, not a cigarette. A cigarette will not help with that. You're cute though. What? What are you doing with your life that all of that's just going straight down the... This is how you burn your house down. I really like your eyes though. Like your eyes and your eyebrows are actually like really on point for game creation. What the hell does this mean? And that tells you, by the way, how long she's been sitting there if that whole cigarette just burned on its own. Either she's got really shitty cigarettes, or she's been standing there staring at that thing for a while.
At the University of Cambridge, Dr. Sirka told a worried audience that scientists have few answers for them.
Since the mass coronal ejection of 2012, the strength of the Earth's magnetic field has increased by a factor of 50,000.
What?
This has resulted in huge disturbances in radio and satellite communications, dangerous bands of radiation around the poles, and as we can all see from our window, an aurora borealis that never burns away.
I mean, that'd be cool.
We're stumped as to why this is happening, and if we cannot find an answer soon, it may change the way we live, the way we communicate, even the way we evolve forever.
She's right on that end.
Went on to say,
bought you more electrolytes.
Wait, no, I want to hear the rest of this.
Citrus flavor.
Thanks, Sean. Whoop. Increased seismic activity. This is like giving me vibes of something else. I don't know what.
This? How are you the key to everything?
Oh, that's our girl. This is, so, this reads very well with like how they buried their folks. They would bury them with their armor, their weapons, money. If you were lucky, food. Just because like this is what is buried with them, and what they are holding with them is what comes with them into the halls of Valhalla. So that is why it's important to bring your own weapons, because Valhalla is a like bring your own BYOW experience. If you come with a penknife, you will fight Ragnarok with a penknife. However, if you go holding a gun, that doesn't mean anything, because you better get buried with extra bullets. just putting that out there.
You're a long way from home, Eivor.
Why also... Unless the seismic activity has shaken up the ground area, she should be in a tunnel at least 2 humans tall. One for when they buried her the first time, another for just the way that the world kind of has changed since then. Hold on, let me see if I can find a photo real quick. Yeah, so we're just gonna pull that over real quick. So these are some like Viking burial mounds. What you see ends up changing a little bit based on the status of the warrior, but you mostly have them like already buried in a mound, and then more on top of that. So if we just like take a brief detour to like look at Eivor's mound, I have concerns. Like, I get that there's good, like, around the sides of us here, I think that might be more of the mound, but like, Eivor, honey, you were not well taken care of. And these are all of the things that were buried with me. Anyway, where are we going? Do we have to go see Sean? Sean? Sean! Why do we have an outhouse?
Oof. I'd rather walk into town than use this.
Yeah. Why? Why is that? Are we trying to prove that we're like so off the grid? I have news for you. Off the grid people do occasionally have plumbing. Or they have jerry-rigged their own plumbing.
Would love to play around, but I have bigger things on my mind.
Oh, around to cards. Okay. Sorry, that noise that you heard was a text message. Are we... Why do I feel like I've seen this before? Like, I feel like I've seen this in a horror game. I don't know what horror game, but this is like giving me familiar vibes. Am I hooking up with Sean? Is Sean just my friend? Who is Rebecca?
Some quality stuff here.
Is she talking about the herbs, or is she talking about the tools?
Mint tea is not actually tea, Bex. It's an infusion. It's really just dirty minty water.
Man, speak your truth.
Did you buy any?
Of course I did, love.
Oh, alright.
Hey, sorry about pulling you out. The generator was sputtering.
That's fair.
That's fine. I needed air.
How is the Animus data stream? Comfortable?
Felt pretty stable after a while.
Good. Just give me a sec and you can jump back in.
I gotta tell you right now, if I had the ability to hop into the Animus and actually experience firsthand the lives,
Another
the
satellite came
struggles,
Did you see?
I did.
everything
One
like
of
that,
upstairs goes.
That's good.
I would never
Most
leave
of
the
North America
Animus.
just lost its GPS service, so that's what you mean by good, really.
Right.
Well-
Even when we win, we lose.
Okay, we're all set. Whenever you're ready, you can jump back in.
are the stakes of this world ending? Like, why? Oh, thank you. I was actually afraid my foot was gonna go through that. But not only is my foot sitting... Okay, sorry, my toes. My toes have glitched through it. But the heel of my foot is actually on top of the bear, which I appreciate.
You mind if I put some music on?
Go for it.
Cool.
Is this gonna help me vibe better? Is this lo-fi? Can I can't move. Send help. I can't move. Okay. Oh, thank God.
Sean has been busy.
An audio fragment sent from an unknown location to our encrypted servers. Nothing was stolen, nothing was corrupt. Just a quick deposit and gone. We got lucky this time. Okay. So what is it? A cryptic sound file, voice unknown with a signal beneath it. The signal was a code, led us to a precise spot here in New England. There are places in New England still that only have outhouses? I mean, I guess that makes sense. We dug and good lord, where we struck gold, while silver, dominant currency in the Dark Ages. Dark Ages. Point is, there was a grave site, Norse warrior dating back to the late 9th century, early 10th century. Hey! These stories are from the 11th century, so we are like really, really close. AD, a few centuries before the earliest known settlement. This is big news. So, if you didn't know, Vikings were actually the first people to land on the shores of the continent of North America.
Hello, Layla.
What are you drawing?
Sean, what do you make of the grave out there?
Well, it overturns a few hundred years of scholarship about the first Europeans to set foot in North America.
Yes.
Apart
But
from
that information's
it's
old,
just a bunch
too.
of muddy bones, isn't it?
Can we talk about this thing on my neck for a second?
Ah, the mood stabilizer. Yes.
It's not harmful, is it? I mean, I feel good, but I want to make sure there's no side effects.
There shouldn't be. It's only blocking outside signals. A passive effect. So the staff doesn't, you know, mess with you.
Oh, I
Sean,
see.
What happened last year, I had no control over that. I tried to resist.
I understand.
Is this the
And
chick
your old
from
team, maybe they don't.
from Greece?
But we've seen that sort of thing before. Still, if you want to work with us and get to the bottom of why the world is about to end for the second time in 8 years, then you wear that thing until we say otherwise. William's orders.
I
I
do
know.
have the other game.
It's not a problem.
It's just a few more weeks.
I should
yeah?
probably play it.
Just until we figure this out.
You're right. I know you're right.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to like overly bore us, but I just want to say hi to my people.
Feeling okay?
Better. But I'm worried that it could happen again. The 2 data streams.
Yeah.
I can't promise it won't. I barely understand it myself.
It felt like 2 minds, fighting over 1 brain. It hurt like a shotgun to the head.
Right. There's
Huh.
something about this Viking's DNA sample that feels dense, noisy.
Could it be the staff? Interfering somehow?
It could be that they're trans
My headaches.
or
the
gender
temper,
fluid.
They started the day I got that thing.
I hope you're not making excuses for, you know, your friend.
Jesus, no. I'm not.
I need to
So,
finish the last game.
Take it easy. And if you feel yourself slipping again, let us know.
I'm trying.
Uh-huh.
I really am.
Could take a nap, but I'm going back in.
All
That's
right,
what I'm
time to go.
thinking, yeah.
Norway to England takes about a week by long
Gender
ship,
fluid like
so I'll
Loki.
scrub
Like,
ahead.
that would make sense to me. But they are really playing up the staff. And I'm sure it's got something to do with the ending of the last one. I never finished the last one.
Layla, you okay?
Sorry. Can you play the message again?
We have the transcript if you're looking for something. I can
No,
go and...
I want to hear it.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just... That message led us here,
but your face
to
doesn't
this
make it
place,
look...
to a Norse grave in North America. So those bones out there are the only lead we have. Our only chance at fixing this planet before it's too late.
Here it is.
I don't know what they're gonna accomplish. Or are we talking about Ragnarok?
I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep, I dream. And in my dreams, I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
Mad one.
Unsettling, that is.
That pulse in the message. Are you sure it's just coordinates? Nothing else?
Nothing I can find.
Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go.
So, they did do an audio-based reconstruction of the voice of a dead man. I wonder if this is alluding to that technology or if this dude actually is chilling somewhere. Because if we are getting to that point... I also wonder, like, what physical state your body ends up being in if you can, like, do this. Right? Like, I don't just mean, like, physically being able to do that kind of... but, like, jumping in and out of the Animus and fighting in the style of a Viking, a Greek, potentially an Egyptian, like... Yeah, 873 CE. The oldest story in this book is from 1160. I don't know which story in here is the one from 1160.
England, our new home. Not a patch on Norway, but we'll make this land our own soon enough.
They're probably sweating to death.
See any land at all, and will be happy to have my feet on solid ground again.
Give me the panoramic.
Rush our landing. All you see here is Saxon territory.
Yeah.
The Kingdom of Mercia, largely unpacified. There will be eyes watching us from the trees.
Anglo-Saxon.
Drawn and traps set. We must be wary.
Anglo-Saxons wore the same kind of helms.
All standing.
Have you spotted something?
Not yet. Well, let us go ahead to clear the path of any dangers. Then follow our lead when the sun brushes the horizon.
Understood.
Yeah.
May Thor bless you all on your way.
Bye, Ranvi.
Sail on. Yes, I'm ready for whatever these green-thumbed fairy folk have to throw at us.
That
Sigurd,
reads
the sons
to
of
call them
Ragnar know
fairies.
that we're coming.
They do not, for they will not scoff at our visit. Of
That's
the
fair.
4 kingdoms in England, the sons of Ragnar have settled only one. The rest is ripe for the taking.
Also
do
fair.
we mean to join their army? No, no. We will speak with them. Get the lay of the land. And carve
Do I have
this
to drive?
country into
I don't
as
think I
many
have to drive.
pieces as we see fit. Look ahead there. Is that what passes for a town? Plain brick in a single rune to their timid god? That
Yes.
rune is called a root, Doug. The cross upon which their god was sacrificed. It sits atop a monastery, a place of worship.
Yep.
That cross killed their Christ, and now they display it in worship? Bizarre.
I
We
agree.
carve idols of our gods and make wishes before them. Like our sacrifices to Odin, the One-Eyed.
But we do not worship the wolf that kills him. That is the difference. Whatever
Yeah.
strangeness we see in these Saxons, they must think the same of us.
Yeah.
Now there is a symbol worthy of a god. A bolt of lightning would take that cross clean off.
Ugh. Thank God I don't have to steer.
they
Thank
doing?
God.
Ritual drowning.
Baptism, Dad.
Oh yeah.
Race of Christians really so unfamiliar to you?
Oh yeah.
I simply forgot. And someone has to keep the conversation up. It must be priests
Yeah.
and worshippers alone in that place. We
Yeah.
can storm this port with ease. Sack it without breaking a sweat.
Is
Yeah.
there much in the way of treasure there?
Always. They shape precious metals and cut jewels to their gods.
They
There
do.
will be a fortune there. Later, Dag. There will be time enough for raiding once we have settled.
Yeah.
Come to, stop the boats. Pull up over there. Way forward is blocked by a chain spanning the river. We must
Yeah.
remove it before pressing on. A chain? Can we cut through it? It's too thick for access. But there
Yeah.
must be a way to release it somewhere in that camp.
I will go.
And I will be right behind you. No, Dad. You stay here.
Why are we
Should
whispering?
trouble come our way, I want you defending the ship. A good idea. Send out the arrow and keep your sharpest axe at hand, huh? Something like that. My Thor, what's got into you?
Okay. Let me out, man. Hi.
Control yourself.
Thank you. Let me out. I still genuinely do not know if I need to kill anybody. Because I could. But what's really the point?
Best not to draw attention here.
Okay, so it is an area where I could literally just kill everybody.
See
Any-
you, friend.
Ooh. Okay. Honestly, I could just hop over the side, take the stuff, pop the chain. There's a guy there. Do we really want to be taking that risk? Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna have to sneak around and kill some people. Especially the way that they've got dead bodies just laying in the river. They're probably opportunists. Okay. Yeah, buddy. You didn't see a thing. Literally didn't see a thing.
This chain is huge and poorly anchored, it appears. I might be able to shoot it.
What do you know? What does it say? You found most durable against Danish ships. Inland. Oh, okay. I have. Oh god. I have literally no remorse for killing these guys now. Cool. No, I want the. And you're dead. It wasn't what I was coming over here for, actually. I came over here to collect the titanium. I think that'll come in handy for something. Anything else up here that's actually worth my time? Oh, I could just pull it now. Alright. Right? Is that what I'm doing? Nope, that wasn't it. I have no idea how to turn this chain. How? No? Do I just... There we
The
go.
path is clear.
Alright. You got it, bud. Hey, let me in. Nice to know that I'm not gonna freeze to death. Let me down. Cool. In and out, man. In and out.
I say we go back, Sigurd. Give those dogs a good knock around and take whatever treasures they have. Easy pickings.
I mean, we could.
Today, Dad. We press on until we reach our goal. We
Fine.
cannot afford another surprise. Now be on
Also
your guard.
fine.
It should not be far.
Gods, I'm ravenous. I hope they have food and ale on hand when we arrive. We should have sent word ahead of us, Sigurd, to get something on the spit.
If
That's
Jan
also fair.
Uba and Ivar Ragnarsson are lacking food in England, then all of us will starve. Have no worry.
That's
I
fair.
can see it now. A suckling pig, tender and juicy, and ale as gold as the treasures that we failed to steal
No.
back there.
A man of simple pleasures, aren't you, Dak?
And he is happier for it. For my part, I look forward to standing in the footsteps of the giants that built this land.
Okay.
Giants.
The great Romans and their empire.
Yeah.
Giants of a forgotten age. They held dominion
They
here long
crashed
ago.
shortly
Their
as
rulers
AD
stopped the
hit.
landscape. Every brick and stone tells a story of conquest and glory.
And he's right.
And
Actually,
now
the
they are rubble and
oldest
ash.
Ready to be
piece of
remade.
literature that they are
We will
still able to
rebuild
find,
their empire brick by brick, and ours will not
like that still
crumble to
exists and
dust.
didn't
All
burn
things
down,
end, dog. Ruins are not
is
ruins.
actually a small excerpt of a piece that talks about the Roman ruins specifically.
To find our feet on steady ground.
Sigurd, hold back. Something isn't right.
Yeah.
Why? There's too little movement for an army. Only tents and a few men.
Not
Yeah.
the army we hope to find?
No. Let us get a closer look.
Yeah. Alright, am I steering or are they steering?
Those are not Norsemen. They're too ragged and soiled.
We should proceed on foot, lest they spot the boats.
Dag and I will go together.
We all go. If they are friends, I wish to meet them at the yard. And if
Are we
they
about to
foes,
raid?
then we fight them all, together.
I don't trust those men. I do not trust those men.
Who are these men?
They speak with twisted accents. English, no doubt.
God,
Yeah.
Lord, on me.
Let me up. Let me up. Thank you. Can anyone translate English here? These are Anglo-Saxons. Yeah, that's the helm. The helm of the Anglo-Saxon.
A mess of filthy Danes befouling our riverways?
Yep. There we go.
Give us your name.
I am Sigurd Jarl of Fornberg. And you are...
Men who do not take kindly to Dane invaders creeping into our camp. You'd best move along, pagan.
Pagan.
Spare yourselves a slaughter.
You threaten Norsemen with a play of swords and expect us to cower?
I have been 8 days at sea without a drop of blood to wet my axe. So spare the chatter, buckrouts, and draw your weapon.
Alright, cool.
Let's finish them!
I support and the big talker.
What you wish for, Dag.
And the big talker just died. Oh, how cheap. He just blasted sand in my face. Yeah. Nobody gets to just blast sand in my face and just be chill. Yeah, I need to keep my hotbar ready on hand for dodging. Did you just pick up his weapon? Straight up upon his death? Man, these people have like no honor. Just picking up their own people's weapons and using them. Yep. Yeah, look at that. They're just picking up each other's weapons. They have literally no plans. And no weapons. I'm cool with just keep going. Just keep attacking. Get rid of the bandits. I don't think they're Norsemen. I literally do think that they are just bandits. I missed. That's fine. Don't make you angry. What are you gonna do? Pee in the bushes over here? One of my people. Down. Yeah, you got it, bud. Yeah, you got it. Okay, any of my other people need, like, living? Or is everybody here pretty much dead? Anything good for me in here? I know we're in the middle of a battle, but like, hey, you got anything good? Like, you know, food? No regrets. Yay, stuff.
Right. I will check the longhouse.
That's fair. So we could take a second to talk about the lay that I read while preparing for today, while we loot everything. So the lay that I read back over as a refresher.
An ambush could come from anywhere.
See the ambush? Am I the ambush? Do we have a dog? Is that our dog? I can pet the dog! Oh, you are such cute doggo. Good doggo. Aww. Guys, this game lets you pet the dogs. 10 out of 10. Great game. Does that mean he's loyal to me now? I don't know what this means, but I'm happy. Oh, look, there's the Roman columns. He is loyal to me. Oh, he is good doggo. I'm gonna keep petting him. Right? Him's good boy. He's best boy. Hey, look, Dag, I know I'm supposed to be doing things, but there is dog. There is good doggo. Am I gonna light this place on fire? I feel like lighting it on fire. Okay. So the story of the Nightingale. Yeah, I could go down there. Jump on their heads and kill them all. But the story of the Nightingale involves like an overly jealous, crusty old man. So I literally have no remorse for this dude.
Who are you? Are you with those brigands as well?
Sigurd, Dag, in here. Those men had prisoners.
Oh. I don't need to kill them all. Okay. I missed, dudes.
You there! Untie us! Let us walk and we will not hurt you!
Wait, I recognize
Quite bold
her.
in those bindings. I like your spirit.
We are very
She looks
agreeable.
familiar.
I promise. You need not kill us.
Rowan.
We have no need or wish to hurt you. What are your names?
Yenli, I'm a merchant. not a bandit like those others. And this is Rowan.
Rowan, that's right. I'm a stable hand, that's all. I keep horses and, well...
Why do I think his name's not actually Rowan?
They meant to sell us next.
Right, I would love for the
slaves
dog
the
to scale
nearest
walls
bidder.
with me.
But I ripped their eyes out before I let that happen.
And how did you find yourselves here?
We came to trade with the Sons of Ragnar, at Halfdan Jarl's asking. But they were gone when we arrived.
I wonder what happened to him.
Unbind them. You know the Sons of Ragnar?
Aye. Sold many a mare and stallion to the brothers. Good men. Always paid me fair.
From the look of this camp, they've been gone for some time. Where will you go now? What will you do?
Rebuild my stocks, start anew. I have friends and allies across the land to aid me, but it won't be easy.
That's fair.
The town and village needs a stable to keep horses fit and trim. I'll find my footing again.
Just
somewhere.
All right. Take them in.
What are you thinking?
We could use their skills as we get settled. Having access to trade and someone to tend our mounts would be a boon.
My thoughts as well. Any friend of the Ragnarsons is a friend of mine.
Right.
Right, Dag?
Whatever you think is best, Sigurd.
I feel like our boots should be bigger.
Rowan, I am Sigurd Jarl of Fornberg, son of Styrbjörn. This is Eivor and Dag.
Yeah.
Both of you are free to go, but more than welcome to stay if you're willing to pull your weight.
We'd be happy to, if only to get back on our feet.
Yeah.
Then let it be done. The Raven Clan welcomes you.
I'm glad that we kept the Raven Clan name.
From strangers into friends into family.
Ah, reinforcements.
The others have arrived. Come.
Right, I know. He's like super sketchy.
I have a good feeling about this place.
But at the same time, he also like
Honored family, friends.
he does actually know about horses. So that's something. But I do doubt that his name is Rowan. Look, this might be bad taste. Or me just being unnecessarily extra. But my brother's wife's, like, really hot. And an actually decent human being. She makes a good shield maiden. Why was my mouth? Right, yeah. The poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. Yeah, like all of that. All of that right there. I mean, I'm glad we're building this area up. Hey, my bird. Does my bird have a name? It does. I just don't remember what it is. It's been a minute. Yeah, sorry that there's not much talking on my end, but there is still like exposition happening, and once the exposition ends, I can talk about the stories that I've been reading and revisiting.
I give you England and its 4 kingdoms.
Yep.
Mercia, East Anglia, Northumbria, and Wessex.
Yep.
From the few plans
That
and
reads.
maps I discovered here, I believe the Sons of Ragnar have pushed further into Mercia, here.
And the Romans only made it half of the way up all of England.
Where are we?
Here, in this unnamed copse of trees.
Unnamed? We cannot let that stand. What will we call this place?
And we just happen to already have it built for us.
I might have an idea.
Oh?
Ravensthorpe, the village of ravens.
Alright. Ravensthorpe. I like it.
I like it. The poet in you sings
Don't
once again.
remember.
One day this name will be known throughout
Yeah.
all of England.
A name is only a beginning. If we want renown, we must build.
If I had to
expand.
guess, it's
Agreed.
Hugin, but
We should begin with a forge. Can you help Gunnar get
I also
working
feel like
again?
it starts with a
You'll
V.
need
I don't know if it's
cargo,
because I have to
supplies.
click
For that, our
V.
neighbors will provide, whether they wish to or not.
Oh!
He arrived, and now we must raid.
We cannot master
Hey,
this
hey.
land merely by asking.
I'll go and speak with Gunnar now.
You're right.
Good work.
Unwelcome, yeah.
And what else have you found?
Short notes mostly. Scraps of plans, old letters, a few runestone messages. It took some time to decipher the mess and piece it all back together.
So, they let the women, by the way, used to be in charge for everything. Because they were considered to be witchcraft. Especially with numbers and money. Is this... Hey, well, let me... Can I just... as if I want to sit down. Anything else good over here? The King's Hall part, which makes sense. Where do I sleep? Like, in the yard? With the dog? Do I get to sleep in the yard with the dog? Roman settlement. Where am I going? Right. That's why those names look familiar to me. No. He, canonically, is not either Hugin nor Munin. Got his own name.
I need your eyes, my friend.
Like, make no mistake, this is definitely an allusion to, like, both the Raven site as well as Odin is all supposed to be one big reference, but I don't think this is actually one of Odin's birds. But it does not tell me my bird's name, and I don't remember my bird's name. Alright. Let us go do a thing.
Not
I think.
a bad place, Eivor. Not at all. Can I help you with anything?
Yeah, Gunnar.
Sigurd wants your forge up and running as soon as possible. For that, we need supplies and riches.
Yeah, I agree with this.
You mean to go a Viking then? Good, good.
Yeah, Viking was a
Oh, I
verb.
miss those days.
It meant to raid,
Ransacking and
pillage,
blade
take what
singing
you want.
and Shield splintering.
I would ask you to join us, but you're the only blacksmith we have. We cannot afford your loss.
Yeah.
Oh, it's no bother. Better I forge axes than swing them. My place
I
is
want that kind
here,
of
not
skill, just to be
pulling on
tossing
the rope of a
axes.
river horse. Though you do remind me, I found a map among the bandits' rubbish, marked up with the locations of Saxon monk huts.
Oh,
Yes,
good.
Bandits know as well as we do. Monasteries are full of riches and loot.
Take the map
Yeah.
with you, and put it to better use than they did.
What does that mean? Thank you, Sithin. Interesting. Sithin. That does vibe well with me, and I do appreciate like the cadence of it. Okay, so what have we got in this world? I am not... Okay, hold up. So take command of the longship. It would probably be easiest for me to go for that raid right there. Especially because they want me to stay in this vicinity here. Because that's based on my current power level. What is my current power level? 19, and I have more skill points than that. I want to see... There was some cool stuff that I was told about. Advanced assassination, I feel like, will be actually useful for me. Yeah, give me this tree. I know I'm definitely going to be going the way of the bear. But... Advanced assassination. There's one... There's one where you can, like, dodge and stuff as you go. But I'm gonna boost my... I'm gonna need that. Yeah. I should balance myself a little bit right now. I can always reset my points later. So, let's talk about the story of the Nightingale that I was going to be talking about earlier. So, the Nightingale. Specifically, the entire story. Let's see. God, there will be loot, wealth chests to loot. So, the story in particular that I'm going to talk about as well is the story. Hold up, wait, where is it? There we go. Of Yannick. And Yannick is actually the name of the son in the story, but I'm going to keep going.
Bend your ears and listen all.
Okay.
For the good of our clan, it is time we go a Viking. Today we raid, that tomorrow we may build.
Yep.
At last! We will crack these Christian monasteries like a row of hen's eggs!
The Saxons know
yeah.
The monasteries will be well guarded.
Yeah.
By nothing more than priests and prayers, I'd wager.
So, there was an old crusty dude that was king of a land. He was... Can we keep going, please? He was king of an area. Wealthy, not particularly noble. And he wanted a hot young wife. Because he is king and can get essentially whatever he wants. So he strikes up a deal with a young woman's family. They are...
Hush now.
They were seeking money and power. Yeah. We're just gonna go raiding anyway. Let me do one last... Because... that, I think, might be one of the barrels. There's a whole bunch of barrels over here, but... Oh, we're just here for construction materials. How fun. So... makes a deal with the family. She is a very beautiful woman. She's very cultured, very high class. All of the things. Ow, come on. So, cultured, high class. Am I like auto dodging? Because that'd be nice. Let me just... Nice. So he marries her, and because he is a jealous jerk of all kinds of caliber, locks her up in a tower. Oh, there are already bodies here. Plague victims? That's not us. Thank you. Yeah, there's rats. It's probably a plague of some kind. There we go. So, he keeps her locked up in this tower for literally so long that she... I didn't mean to break that. That she begins to lose her beauty. Also, these are the types of raids, by the way, that destroyed and burned down the manuscripts of the original copies of Beowulf. Just saying. Not that I condone them, because I'm actually upset over the loss of literature. But anyway. So he leaves her locked up in this tower, but at the same time demands that she procure him a child. Because, well, he's a king who wants to pass on his land and stuff to people. And he tries, but like they never end up having a child. Not ever. But she ends up in there so long that she loses her beauty, in part because she stops caring about her beauty. You know, they wouldn't let her out of that room for literally anything. They wouldn't let her go to church. They wouldn't, which is a big deal for them. They wouldn't let her see friends or family. Nothing. God damn it. Ow. But she just keeps lamenting over how horrible he is, right? Yeah! Come on. I'm tired of playing these games with you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So she starts lamenting and is literally like she has one of the best insults. Hold up. I'm just gonna pause this for a second to see if I can find that insult real quick, because I absolutely love this insult. There we go. Because keep in mind, they're a religious society. So she's cursing her family and hating everybody for doing this to her. And she says, and I quote, "He'll never die. When he should have been baptized, he was plunged instead to the river of hell. His sinews are hard, his veins are hard, and filled with living blood." Like, instead of baptizing him, they just dunked him in the river in hell. Cool. So as she's lamenting, this nightingale flies into her window and literally turns into a man before her eyes. And is like, "Hey, I've been watching you from afar for, like, most of your entire life, and, like, it kills me on the inside that he treats you like this. So, like, maybe you should take me as your lover." And she's like, "Look, bro, you just did some witchcraft. I'm not sure how I feel about this at all." And he's like, "You know, I got an idea for you. I'll disguise myself as you in your room, and then you just straight up tell." There we go. And you just straight up tell the old crone who's been watching over you, the sister of this king, that, like, "Hey, you're not feeling well and only a priest can save you. Please provide me with, like, the body and blood of Christ," or whatever, because religion, right? "Everywhere I turn, there is sickness. It sweeps through this monastery like a plague. I've heard their groans, their wailings. They have been burning the ones who've died for fear of their corpses will infect us." Oh god, that hits a little bit too hard right now. Hold up. But yeah. So she's like, "All right, cool, yeah. Like, if you can partake in, like, the blood and offerings that we would offer at church, like, why shouldn't I be with you?" Which seems weird. So they convince the priest to come. Because the old crone won't let her be seen, she immediately faints on sight.
Help me out here.
Which, she, like, faints a lot throughout this, by the way. Yeah, you're dead. So, all goes well. he eats the body and blood of Christ. He doesn't turn into a demon or anything like that. He doesn't spit at the mouth or whatever. So they just start hooking up. And he's like, hey, by the way, like, be careful, because if the old crone comes back and, like, figures out what's going on between you and I, then she's going to, like, tell the king, and it will kill me. Straight up, it will kill me. Is my guy back? Is he cool? Everybody up? Everybody on their feet? Yeah, sorry guys. We just came here for the supplies. What's in here? Anything good? A little bit of money and more plague victims. Well, she starts, like, actively taking care of herself again. The wife. And she's like, hey, I want to, like, look pretty for my lover. And the old crone starts to figure it out. And the old man wises up and he's like, alright, I'm going to pretend to go... I'm going to pretend to go out on a hunt. And you're going to see what goes on, right? There we go. So they do this. And the old crone hides behind...
We should return home and unload everything.
Are you certain there aren't a few more?
Oh, well. Is there more stuff?
Away somewhere?
My gut tells me no.
Oh, alright.
So, Eivor, what's your count?
My count? Dag, I have no need to count my kills. They number too many.
Let me turn around.
Story, Wolf-kissed. Me, I killed 26.
I didn't count.
There were barely a dozen when we arrived, dog.
No, you missed
So...
them. They attacked from the forest.
Mood, bro. So the old crone sees the nightingale turn into a man and tells the king what's up. So he installs these, like, pointed barbed sticks into the window, so this way he will stop flying into the window or impale himself and die. Well, he flies in the next time that she laments, and he gets stabbed and he starts bleeding out on the bed, and she immediately faints upon seeing this. And he's like, no, wait, hun, like, don't pass out. I don't have much longer. Also, you are carrying our son. He's like, but I need to go. I need to get out of here. Or else, like, your life will also probably be forfeit. Right?
Hold on.
Yeah. But then your life will also be forfeit. So he jumps out the window and goes to go home. Oh, good. I can build. That makes perfect sense, actually. But she gets so upset that she tosses herself out the window and falls 20 stories, somehow manages to survive, and does not lose the child. So good on her. She follows him back to, like, the blood trail back.
Wonderful, Eivor. A forge bigger and hotter than my old forge back in Fornberg.
Good.
Come visit me anytime. For weapons and gear, there is no man better than me.
That's fair.
I will, Gunnar. Have no doubt.
And what can I do for you on this fine day?
Okay. But to finish the story, so this way I don't keep getting distracted. Let me just pull it up on me, actually, so this way I get less distracted. So when she tosses herself out that building, she manages to survive. Kid survives, she follows the blood trail back, and she comes across this town that literally every single building is made out of silver and gold. And she walks into one knight's room, realizes it's not her Nightingale, leaves. Walks into another knight's room, not the Nightingale, leaves. Walks into the knight's room a third time. This one has the sheets all covered in gold, and there's silver adorning everything as well. And there is her knight, like, bleeding out. Then she promptly, upon seeing this, faints again. I believe like 4 times back to back to back to back. No. Yeah, no. She only faints once more. The fainting 4 times comes later. So she faints once more. He's like, "Hey, yeah, stop. I'm dying." So you're pregnant. You're gonna name the kid Yannick. He is going to avenge my death and your death as well, which will happen by killing the crusty old king that imprisoned you. So you're gonna take this sword and you're gonna give it to him when he's older, and you're gonna go on a journey with him and the stepfather, and the truth's gonna come out, and he's just gonna get killed by your son, and he's gonna avenge us all. And she's like, "Okay, but like, what about the king?" He's like, "Oh, right. So here's this ring that will make the king entirely forget all about this, and also, he's not gonna remember anything, and he's gonna stop locking you in a tower suddenly. Like, it's suddenly gonna be fine." I don't know why he didn't give that to him sooner, but whatever. She's like, "So here, take this cloak, get the heck out of here. Like, as soon as I die, the amount of sorrow that's gonna spread through the land is gonna be ridiculous, and they're gonna come after you knowing that my lover got me killed." He's like, "So go." So she goes home, she raises the son, she names him Yannick, yada yada yada. They have a meeting that they have to go to. And on the way to the meeting, after he is all grown up, they pass through a monastery, they stay the night, and at the monastery they beg them to stay a little bit longer just to get a proper tour of the place. And because Old and Crusty liked them, he agreed to stay. Well, upon this, they come upon a tomb that is adorned in silver and gold, that has beautiful candles that burn constantly, and it actually smells nice in there, which is saying something. So it's beautiful to look at, it's beautiful to smell. It's just a very calming, wonderful atmosphere that properly honors the dead. And Old and Crusty goes, "Hey, like, what's the deal here?" He goes, "Oh yes, this was our king. He was a great and noble man. He was," and then they tell the story of how he was killed by a essentially an old and crusty king who did not love his woman well, and that since then their land has been without a king. So the mother, upon hearing this, tosses the sword that she's apparently been carrying on her person for like 14 years to the kid and says, "Hey, yeah, dude, that was your dad. Kill him. Kill Old and Crusty here, who killed your father." And she immediately faints. She fainted 4 times, by the way, when she left after she heard of his death, but when she faints on top of his burial mound this time, she dies. I like to think because she hit her head, but she dies. And he immediately turns around and lops off the head of the king, Old and Crusty, and becomes the new king of both areas on a technicality. And they bury his mother with the Nightingale, so they get to live happily ever after. So, fun stories from 1100. But we have been going for 2 hours now. And that's usually about the point in which I call it, just because I've got some other stuff going on this week. I am going to continue to do a little tiny bit of grinding in my spare time. Let me actually back out of this and make sure real quick that there is nothing. Let's go back over. Make sure that there is nothing that's... Yeah, I'd have to speak to Sigund World. Okay. I'm probably going to do a few more raids and travel the land a little bit on my own before I come back to working on this.
Thanks everyone so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you saw here today. And be sure to hit that little notification bell so that you get notified as soon as I upload something. Have a good day, everyone.